What up, everybody? Yes, back. Draft. This one is for the number 151, the big Lebowski division. Yes. I know you guys love the dude. So do I. And here we go. So we're midway through round one right now. Bijan, Gibbs, CMC, Chase, Josh Allen, Puka, JSN, Jonathan Taylor, and James Cook off the board. Let's go. All right, all right. And I got Chase at the 4, baby. Let's get it. Shout out to Daniel Berry. What up, bro? Daniel Berry showing love on both channels. You the man. You the man. All right. Pretty chalky first round. We only got one quarterback in the first round. It is a super flex. Let's see if we get any quarterbacks at the turn. Never know. Never know. Let's see. All right. So first round, we got 6 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 1 quarterback in this super flex draft. Let's go. All right. All right. Hey, Drunken Monkey Sports. What up, bro? Welcome back. Shout out to the peeps joining on TikTok. Hang out for the draft. Hang out for the draft, everybody. Shout out to TJ. Happy anniversary, bro. Yay. What up, Dan? Shout out to the 49ers in the house. Let's go. Oh, CD Lamb and Drake May. Bro, Drake May's been going so much in the first round that, man, getting him in the second round just like kind of seems like a steal. All right. I think it's almost time, almost about that time. You guys know what I'm talking about.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
3 picks before me. Really curious to see who is taken in these next 2 picks in front of me. Let's see it. Let's see it. We got a string of running backs that just popped off here, 3 in a row. Hampton, A-Chain, and Barkley. There goes Joey B. Joey B off the board, and Derrick Henry off the board. This one's kind of tough. Yeah, TJ said 17 years, bro. Long time, man. Long time. And hey, Laylo Lyle, what up, bro? And he said, went with a different approach today. I like it, bro. Double RBs to start it off. That's what's cool about these drafts, right? Like, we get to just try out a lot of different strategies. Man, this sucks. I feel like no matter what, I'm just like reaching right here with this pick. Fuck it. All right, let's do it. Hey, shout out to Crispy. Look at that. Member for 38 months. Paid member for 38 months on YouTube. You the man. You the man, Crispy. Appreciate you, my brother. And Crispy's on the superstar tier on YouTube. You the man. Crispy's always repping the superstars. Yeah. All right. I was debating on Trey McBride with that pick, and then I just don't want to get Jeremiah Love in the second round. Like, I mean, it could be worth it. It could be a big waste of a pick, but yeah, I feel like someone like Ken Walker, as long as he stays healthy, we know we got in him. Dude's been a stud ever since he came into the league. All right. And And who's smoking with me?
All right. Fire them up.
Go, baby, and keep hitting that like button on TikTok, everybody. All right, here we go. Ooh, good pick, Crispy. Because if Lamar was there at the 3-4, I probably would have grabbed him there. And shout out, what is that? Shout out to Saturn. What up, bro? I remember you. And he said, how you feel about Lamar and T-Law this year? I mean, I feel like we're going to get a good bounce back year from Lamar with the new regime. I mean, obviously, health is always like one of the biggest concerns with Lamar. And T-Law, dude, like, I mean, they got Jacoby going into the season, and they got like 3, potentially 4 like weapons. And yeah, man, I mean, the running game is going to be kind of whack. So, well, and I don't know if it's going to be whack, but it's just going to be like, I feel like T-Law is going to be a huge part of that running game because the running backs are going to be kind of weak with no what's his name? No Travis Etienne. It's your boy Carlos. What up, bro? And he said Breece Hall in the second. I mean, it was the 212, but yeah, I mean, he's either going at the end of the second or somewhere in the third, just kind of depending on how the running backs go. And yo, Cali Jam, what up, homie? What's going down? We're about to get to smoking right after my pick here. Oh, look at Dave with the double tight ends going McBride and Bowers. Nice. All right. We're locking in Chase Brown in the third. Not mad at it. I mean, dude, he goes in the second a lot. And it's your boy Carlos said, who's your sleeper of the year? Said mine's Blake Corum. Bro, I feel like Marvin Harrison, man. I feel like we're going to get a really big breakout out of Marvin Harrison. And hey, Matt in the house on TikTok. What up, Matt? Salute, my brother. And Saturn said, I really don't like Genty this year. To be honest, his schedule is hard because of their run defense. I mean, it's tough, but their offensive line got way better. Way better. And 49ers said, that's the second straight draft I've seen the double tight end go like that. I mean, because it's fun, right? Because it's fun. That's for sure. Yeah, Crispy said Hall's a league winner. He said, go watch last year's 2 final weeks. I mean, killed it right at the end. Did what he was supposed to do. That is for sure. Help me out on TikTok, guys. Hit that like button. We got a handful of people that are in there now. Feel free to ask your fantasy questions. And Saturn, are you scared of Jefferson this year? No, not really. I mean, it's never really been Jefferson's fault why he sucked. It's always been the quarterback. And I'm not a Kyler hater like a lot of people are. So, I mean, I think that Jefferson gets back to like, maybe it's not the Jefferson that we saw like in the beginning of his career, but I bet you he gets back to like top 5 for him at the position. All right. And it is time. All right. But TikTok, you already know what's up. We got to do that because TikTok don't like the gardening. If you come over to YouTube, you can see everything. We don't got to change things around for YouTube. And and here's the link just in case anybody cares. All right. Getting into the 4th round. And Johnny said, who's number 1 on your do not draft list? Shit. Probably Jeremiah Love, honestly. Like, I mean, not dynasty, but if we're talking redraft, you just have to draft him so high that I really don't think that he's going to pay off the draft capital. So in dynasty, it's different. You got the number 1 pick, you're going to take him. And Saturn, you think Puka and JSN stay elite like last year? I think so, but it's really hard to repeat years like that. We hope that the volume just stays insane. But guy like JSN, yeah, we saw his breakout. Going to continue. And Puka's been balling ever since he's been a rookie. So as long as he's okay mentally, I think Puka's going to be fine. I have been taking Chase and JSN over Puka, though, kind of for that reason. All right, we got 4 picks before me. I could kind of go anywhere. I got a wide receiver and 2 running backs through the first 3 rounds. I know. Yeah, Matt. Shout out to Matt throwing the caps in there, bro. I appreciate you. And sent the Go Popular. I like it. Matt, you the man. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, man. And Crispy said we got it. Is it time to draft Tony? Hold on.
Man, fuck Tony.
Ha. Yeah, I just automatically mute TikTok now so they can't hear it. And Cali Jam said, I thought I took ETN, ended up with Henderson. What? What the hell? Were they right next to each other? What happened? What happened? And shout out to Stella Joseph. What up? What up? We're knee deep in this draft, and there's another live stream on my channel. If you go to my channel, you'll see the other one. You can see the board a little bit better. Let's see it. Where's Thick Brick going? Come on, let's see it. Where is he going? Where is he going? Rootin' tootin'. You know what? I really don't think Jalen Hurts is still supposed to be here, so I'm just going to take Hurts right there. I do get nervous, man. He likes to get hurt at the end of the season always, and that would really suck. Would really suck. Don't do it this year. All right, David Montgomery off the board. Dude, look at the running backs. Like, just look at the board and look how the running backs is the most popular position, and it's not even close. I'm glad that I got 2 of them locked in. I mean, it looks like everybody has at least 2 locked in, but yeah, it's great. Except for Raider Jack. I mean, he's the only one, but yeah, this draft has been crazy for the running backs. And this is a redraft, everybody. I know some people might be looking and be like, what? Dynasty League? Why the hell are these running backs going? No, it's a redraft league. Yeah, unpopular opinion, but I think he's overrated personally. Who was it? Brees? Is that who we're talking about? I mean, I'd say damn near like almost every running back is overrated. I mean, dude, even like Bijan, it took him a couple years to like really turn into like Bijan, right? Hey, Asher in the house on TikTok. What up, Asher? You got any fantasy questions? Let me know. You have any questions about the draft going on? Let me know. It is a best ball super flex IDP. Super flex means you can start 2 quarterbacks for those who don't know. And I'm on the board next. Let's see who Dave picks. Oh, Hurts? Yeah, I mean, if I was a 49ers fan, I'd think that he was overrated also, not going to lie. And, getting him in the 4th round usually goes higher than that. But yeah, if I was a fan of any team in the NFC, I'd probably think that he was highly overrated as well. Not going to lie. And you know what? Look at this duo. We're just going to go crazy here with Hurts and Mahomes. Get a crazy duo. I'm sure there's not too many that have that combo in this tournament. Because usually Hurts was going a lot higher, and this is the cheapest you've been able to get Mahomes throughout this, ever since I've been hosting this tournament in 2021. Let's see how it goes. I'm liking my start, though. We got a long way to go. So everyone watching, make sure you buckle your seatbelts. And I think it's time. I think it's time to do a little bit more gardening. Who's with me?
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
Yeah, probably because I had him in fantasy last year and didn't do shit for me. Yeah, it's different in a 2 quarterback league though. Like in a single quarterback league, like for sure. Like it, if he's not one of the top 12, it sucks. But if it's a super flex league, he literally has to be one of the top 20 quarterbacks on any given week. And, he paid off the spot. Obviously, the higher to number one, the better. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think there's as many tush push touchdowns last year as there was the year before. Hurts to be pushing tush nationwide. Hide your kids. Hide your kids.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife. You don't have to come and confess that you did it. We're looking for you. We gonna find you. I'm letting you know now, so you can run and tell that. What's on, boy? He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
Yeah.
Well, obviously.
Glad I got those quarterbacks because look, here comes the quarterback run. I can already see it. I can already see it happening. And Volko, 14-teamer, half PPR, star, 1 QB, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 3 flex. Would you target more running backs or wide receivers early? I would probably be targeting more running backs early because there's just less running backs to go around. So if you could lock in I would say even if you could lock in like 2 solid running backs in like your top 3 rounds, I feel like you'd be sitting way prettier than a lot of other people. And you want to have the RB depth because you'll be able to get some wide receiver depth either way. But I would rather be top heavier with a running back or 2 in a league like that. But since you only have to start 1, I wouldn't really be stressing it like all that much. Like if the choice is take running back 15 or wide receiver 5, I'm taking wide receiver 5 with that first pick. All right. And 1 second, guys, anybody asking questions on my, I'm about to be on the board right now. Let me make my pick and then I'll get back to the chat in a sec. Fuck it. All right. Okay, and Volko said that's what I'm thinking. I got pick 8. Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's not going to be picking between wide receiver 15 or running back 15 or wide receiver 5 at that point, but I probably would take a running back with that first pick unless it's like legit all like 6 running backs that are taken before you, and then I'll probably go wide receiver, but that's probably it though. And Caleb said, who are dynasty running back sleepers? I mean, I don't even know if like dynasty running back sleepers are a thing. Because like unless you have a super deep bench, which I'm starting to see like more and more people that I talk to online, like their roster construction is like the exact same as a redraft. Like there kind of is no sleepers. Like what the demarcados of the world, like the third stringers that you just kind of like tuck on your bench, but like guys like Montgomery, you're probably like he's not a sleeper, but you're gonna be able to get him hella late because of like how old he is, guys like Ramondre Stevenson like still does great and you're able to get him like super late in a dynasty. So did you hear me, Caleb? I was kind of just talking about that right now. And Volko said, Mox, I've been getting them on Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, Mox suck though, bro. Like I just wouldn't even do Mox. They're almost like a waste of time. But I would say if you can get Jonathan Taylor, I'd totally get Jonathan Taylor. And I love Amon-Ra, so I'm just saying in the makeup of that league, like you get Jonathan Taylor, like you're literally not worrying about that running back spot, and then everything else is kind of just icing on the cake and building depth. Sounds good, Caleb. Hey, thanks for following, brother. We'll see you next time. All right, look at that. Got the double stack, baby. Got the double stack. Yeah. I'm liking my squad right now. Pretty even all around. 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 quarterbacks. Feeling good. Feeling good. And I mean, I don't really force the stacks. I mean, dude, Rashee Rice, like I wasn't forcing the pick in the 6th round. Devonta Smith, I mean, he's always kind of going like around that range. So kind of just felt good about where those guys fell. All right, let's go. And now you know what time it is. What time is it?
Bong hit.
Yeah.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, let's see how this round 7 and 8 shapes out now. All right, all right. And the YouTube chat, pretty dead. Who's going to get it popping over there? Who's going to get it popping with the super chat? I just got some new dabs and I want to try it out, but you know how it goes. I got to get the super chats in there so we can do a fat dab. Who's going to help me out with that?
I got 5 on it.
Manning guy and Dowdle. Going right after Mike Evans and DJ. I want to score more. Everybody hopping in on TikTok. Hit that like button. Say what up. Ask some questions about the draft. Ask some fantasy questions. Ask some trade questions. Whatever you want. Dave, what up, bro? So I got another trade in the 148. Let me finish this Bolski, and then I'm getting right over there, bro. Thank you, sir. Makes it way easier when peeps know what's up. I mean, pop in here. Oh, shit. Look at this. Got some 2027 picks in the mix. He paid. Let's go. Thank you, Dave. And Jaden, what up, bro? Draft much JJ so far? Not a like a crazy amount because I've done like a super I've done a lot of these drafts, but I have him in a few and I'm not avoiding him either. I think it's just getting him at the right spot. That's for sure. And what is that? Sokhokag? I don't even know how to pronounce it. We'll call you what up, bro? And he said, who are your late round wide receivers that have some upside like Njoku? Shit, I mean, yeah, I like Michael Pittman, like, because of how late you're able to get him. I know Njoku's like pretty, like, way later than Michael Pittman, but Michael Pittman's also super late. Yeah, you already know. Dude, Loveland in the 3rd? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And then Laylo Lau, he did say he was trying some new things. And Crispy, I got it. Hold on. Where is it?
It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
And that's the bottom line. 'Cause Stone Cold said so.
And Rohan said, why Brees over Chase Brown? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'd take Brees over Chase Brown. I'm the one who drafted Chase Brown, but I picked him in the 3rd, and Brees was already gone. Let me see. Where am I going to go with this pick? 8th round. Ah, man, it's a tough pick. Coming down to the wire. All right, we're going DK. Fanning and Loveland. Hell yeah. Laylo Lau with the tight ends, bro. I still don't have one. Laylo Lau's got two dope ones. Let's see. 6 picks before mine. Crispy at the turn. There goes Jacoby Myers. I have an idea of who I think Crispy's going to pick because Crispy's going to be a big hater. I feel it. I feel it. Feel it down in my plums. Don't you do it, Crispy. And Rob, very, very interesting team there. 3 running backs and then a quarterback and then 3 wide receivers. So I know where he's probably going with one of his next 2 picks, but let's see where he goes with this pick right now. And shout out to everybody on TikTok. If you're watching over there, hit that like button, leave a comment, say what up, throw some flowers in. Rob. Oh, where does Green Dot go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It's back. It's back. Uh-oh. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Malik Willis had to get that quarterback. Let's see where Crispy goes. Come on, Crispy. Panic picks for Crispy. Panic picks for Crispy. Panic picks for Crispy. Let's see it. Come on, Crispy. Asshole. Sucker. Now I kind of already know who he's going to pick with the second pick. He's going to just do it just to piss me off. And Satchel, what up, bro? This is the Sleeper app. I have it up on the computer right now. And hey, D Broff, what up, bro? He said, who's someone you're buying in Dynasty right now? I bought Nico. I feel like the price is down on him. I bought A-Chain. I feel like the price was down on him a little. I mean, even though it's still expensive for both of these guys, but I feel like price was down overall. I bought Lamar. I don't know why. I don't know how I was able to get Lamar so cheap, but it's just an offer that like literally just fell into my lap. All right. Fuck it. I'm locking Godwin right now because I want to make sure that I get him. And I know very much of a chance that he doesn't come back. And Spencer, Rome's a good price. Yeah, man, because everyone's so high on Burden. I feel like Rome is a really good price. And it's because of all the Burden hype because I think both of them are going to do good. And the real chatter, I like Nico this season with Tank Dell coming back and the emergence of Higgins. Bro, like, I mean, the thing that's held Nico back is him getting hurt. Definitely ain't Tank Dell, who hasn't played in like damn near 2 years. And even if Higgins emerges, that only means better things for Nico. The reason why he sucked for a little bit is because they literally had nobody else besides him. So it was like impossible for him to get open because he's getting double teamed and triple teamed on like every play. Hey, shout out to Devo. What up, Devo? Coming through with the super chat on YouTube.
Catch me outside. How about that? Yup.
Let's go. And dude, I got these new dabs they're about to try out because of you. Some Orange Kush live rosin dabs. Yes, sir. Let's see. I'll show it up to the camera here. But dude, I bet this shit's about to be as orange as my fucking microphone here. Let's see. Let's see it. Damn it. Damn childproof. Damn childproof shit. Damn it. Hold on. This vacuum sealed. I like it. I like it. Keep it nice and fresh. Keep it nice and fresh. Let's see here. Oh, shit, son. Ooh. Whoo, look at that. Oh, man. And, like, the camera does not do the justice. Like, dude. because you can't smell it. Taste it. Oh man, dude, Devo, thank you, bro. It's about to be fatty. A fatty. We got up to 1.5K likes on TikTok. We need more. Appreciate you, Matt. Thanks for helping us get there, bro. And I got a pick coming up here and 3 picks in front of me. All right. Oh man, it's about to be a fatty. Come on, make my pick. All right, you know what? We're gonna get some J.K. Dobbins. And Pete said, "Bong rip or clock let it rip." Let's go. About to do it right now. We're doing just real quick on TikTok. I can't. I don't like the gardening too much, man. It sucks because I don't want to get in trouble for just doing regular stuff. Right, here we go. My Dr. Dabber 2.0. You already know what's up. You got to lower this though, so you'll hear it, everybody, but you won't see it on TikTok. And but I'm on YouTube though, and you'll see everything. Damn it, Dave! God damn it! And Pete said, "Hell yeah, I got the proxy. Nice. And Dag said, raking the leaves. You know it, bro. Here we go. Sugar Case Houser, what up? If you're on TikTok and you haven't followed, make sure you follow. I'm usually live for drafts, but during the season, a lot of Q&As. That's usually what the live streams are. A lot of question and answer sessions. Talking about news, talking value. Regular fantasy football talk. Shout out again to Devo for the $10 super chat on YouTube. Man, Devo.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Zach said, drink some water. We're good. We're good. I got my water right here. Woo. Damn it, Crispy. Nice picks. And it's why Z said Malik in the 3rd round scares me. Scares you why? In what way? Sugar, I am team 4, FF Hustler 420. I got Chase. Chase in the 1st round. Crispy said if he does, he does. If he does, he does. All right, hold on. I'm on the clock, guys. Let me make this pick. We'll get back to the chat. Oh, man, this one's kind of tough. You know what? With Mahomes and kind of just only having 2 quarterbacks, I feel like Geno is the last one that's kind of like somewhat of a high quality like starter. And Sugar said Metcalf could miss the season. What happened with Metcalf? And it's the knee injuries for sure. And Dykes Jr. said, "You ever use Zob tools?" I don't know. What's the Zob tool? Is Zob a brand or like a type of tool? I feel like I've heard of Zob, but I'm also a dab in a couple bowls deep right now. And 49er Dan, I think BTJ is going to come back player of the year candidate. What do you think? I mean, I don't even like, how bad was his injury? Like, I can't even remember. How many games did he end up missing? Like I understand the comeback player of the year. I don't know if it was like a bad enough injury for like him to get that, but I think he is going to bounce back. Like a lot of rookies, like have a tough time their sophomore year if the play calling doesn't evolve. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know, dude. I've searched him and I put in a couple different like keywords after. I don't see anything about him. Let me see what this roto baller says. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's a glass brand. Okay, Dykes Jr. No, and what I am trying to do, I am trying to do like more collabs with some of these brands, you know, where they just want to give products for like shout outs. That's one thing that I'm really trying to do because I know, dude, a lot of these fucking weed companies, man, like they don't want to fucking pay for marketing. And like, I would rather not even have like stipulations on what I need to do. Like, anyways, like if we could collab and they just like give me product, I'm all about that, man. Like this Dr. Dabber 2.0. Bro, I fucking love these guys, man. I don't fuck with anybody else because, like, dude, like ever since like I met those guys, they took care of me. And like they've always hooked me up with these pieces. And like, bro, like loyalty like that with me goes a long way, man. They've given me two $400 pieces like so far. And yeah, man, like anytime someone brings up Puffco versus Dr. Dabber, man, I'm team Dr. Dabber. And Sugar says not worth the risk. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, especially in this one, these are $10 drafts. So, I mean, I'm taking some risk like here. Like, would I draft him in a redraft league? Like, probably not. I mean, I probably wouldn't even draft him in a dynasty league unless I'm getting him like super, super late. But I didn't see anything about his injury, though. So, yeah, I didn't see that. He punched a Lions fan. Was that last year? Or like what happened? I don't even like. We'll see. Yeah, Dykes Jr. said, yeah, don't fix what isn't broken for sure. Yeah, Dr. Dabber's the shit, man. About to do another another one here. And Skip's a DK coming off a career low. I think he's about to go crazy this year. Yeah, well, and last year, like they really did, like, dude, like they got rid of Pickens, you know, so you don't have Pickens, so you like literally have like no like legit number 2 wide receiver like at all. And like this year you add Michael Pittman. Like I know Michael Pittman's not great, but like he was used to being the number 1 on the Colts, and now like who knows who's really going to be the number 1 between DK and Pittman. But now Rodgers has options to throw to. It's not just like one guy and that's it. And you got Kenny Gainwell coming out of the backfield now too, right? And Outdoor Fun and Adventures, thanks for the follow, bro. Yeah, and Itzy's says, I don't mind DK in the 8th, though. Yeah, I mean, dude, like I said, if this was a normal redraft league, I'm probably not picking him, but I think, what did I get him as my 4th wide receiver? 3rd, if you're like, you know, if anything happens to Rice, but we'll see. And Dykes Jr., where are you able to do live mock drafts in the sleeper app? So, well, one of the things that sucks about the sleeper mock drafts is like, if you don't have enough people to fill the mock drafts, it's just going to draft off of ADP. So it's like, it's literally like, there's almost kind of like no point like to it. I mean, these drafts that I do, the one that I'm doing right now, it's a $10 draft. And I know it's a little bit different than a lot of people's like your home league or whatever, but just doing drafts like this, like I swear this will do so much more than any mock draft will for you. And it's fun. And yeah, it sucks. I've done that. Yeah, it's not fun at all, and it's not really helpful. It's actually to me, it seems like a waste of time. Because like, yeah, I wouldn't even really want to waste my time like doing that. Man, this one's kind of tough here. All right. Debating. All right, you know what? Let's lock down Jaden Higgins. And Dykes Jr. for sure. I did it a few times, and the bot will take like 4 QBs or 4 wide receivers right away. So yeah, exactly. Like it's definitely a flaw. Like, I mean, that's why, like, it was a couple years ago that I was still doing mocks, and like, you know, it's fun to do a video and call it Mock Draft Monday, you know, because it sounds cool, but like, you really, really realize that those mock drafts are such a waste of time that, like, that's why I think why best ball was invented. And this is, you know, this is just like doing an underdog, like best ball or whatever. I mean, it's got like my flavor like all over it, like as far as like roster construction, the scoring, you know, it's not default at all. But also way more fun and interactive. It's like a big community within the community. And the real JD said, fantasy drafts already, bro. We've been drafting in this tournament since early February. So, yep. We are, this is division 151 in this tournament. So we've already drafted 150 divisions before today. And it's a $10 draft. There's a $10,000 first place tournament prize. And Dykes Jr., yeah, the only thing that helps with is given the basis of where the players go. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Because if there's like a couple teams that just draft real wonky, like players end up going later than where they would normally go. Like that's the one thing that sucks. It almost gives people false hope on where players would actually get drafted. And the real JD, and this tournament also, it's best ball, meaning there's no management. So you draft and then that's it. So like that's like another thing. So it's draft practice, but there's actually like hella big stakes like on it at the same time. You know what? We're going to get a little bit more depth at QB. And yeah, and Dykes Jr., give or take a round or two for sure. And as long as you kind of know that, I mean, there's no issue with it, right? Like as long as you know, like, damn, that guy went like a round and a half later than he's probably going to go in real drafts, you know. And Itzy, my sleeper for the year is Ladd. I think he's a bounce back with Mike McDaniels as the OC. Yeah, dude, I really like Ladd this year. I think it was it you that asked, have I got any JJ? I probably got more Ladd than JJ because you're able to get him like so late. I mean, dude, like 6th, 7th round guy now. I mean, that's in super flex though. Let me see, where did he go? Yeah, dude, he went at the beginning of the 6th round. He went after T. Higgins and right before Tet and Adams and Rice. Yeah. And Swirl Spike said, you think Rice was drafted late? I mean, I drafted him in the 6th in this round, in this draft, and that's still later than he's been going. Like people have still been drafting him higher than that. I mean, it's his overall potential. And like, even if he misses games in the beginning or whatever, like if he is there in the second half, like that's what's most important anyways. So yeah, it's just, I mean, it's worth the risk. It really is. It is worth the risk. All right, and here we go. Who's firing it up with me?
All right. Fire them up.
Shout out to Big Willie for the follow on TikTok. And everybody who just jumped in on TikTok, thanks. Leave some comments. We're here doing fantasy content all the time. And Riley said, any advice for a dynasty startup league? I got a lot of advice for startup leagues, but what kind of, like, be more specific. Are you talking about advice for like literally creating a dynasty league and you being the commissioner? Or are you talking about like you drafting in a startup dynasty league? Like be a little bit more specific and I'll definitely answer. And Pat said Josh Jacobs at 36 with those charges. Well, the thing is he hasn't actually been charged with anything officially. Like he was arrested and booked, but I mean, he was released like the next morning, you know? So this could all be a witch hunt. I'm not saying it is. We don't know. But one thing that I do know is the NFL, because of their mistakes in the past of like releasing guys and getting rid of them before they had official court rulings or official evidence about anything, they are not going to make a move unless there's a video shown, unless there's actual charges that he is charged with and found guilty of. If he ain't found guilty, of anything, nothing's going to happen. And civil court's even different. So like, if this doesn't go to actual, like criminal court, like he's not going to get in trouble like football wise. And like, if this does go to criminal court, trust me, from someone who's like been involved in like low level criminal shit years and years in the past now I'm 40 and don't deal with that. Like, dude, you will get your shit pushed back month back. Like nothing might even happen to him in 2026. It literally might be the beginning of 2027 where they actually start like doing legit court proceedings, if it even gets to that, because like I said, there's no official charges on him right now. Like he hasn't been officially charged. He got arrested on charges, but then he got released. And JC team something, make sure you take Josh Jacobs #1 for sure, bro, for sure. Andrew said, I think nothing happens this year, and in 2027 there will cause that happens. That happened with Alvin Kamara. Yeah, exactly, right? Like nothing happened in that first initial year. Pat said I have him on my dynasty team, so I guess we'll see. Yeah, and I mean, don't sell him for like nothing. I mean, I've seen people like doing that where they kind of just like sell them super cheap. Like, don't do that in the dynasty. Yeah, Andrew said, so do I. As do I. I have like 32 dynasty teams. Brazil, what up, bro? Dude, and lay low got Zach Bond the best. Fuck yeah, dude. Snapchat said just traded T-Law, Garrett Wilson, and RJ Harvey for Caleb and McConkey. Did I cook? I mean, I like it. I really do. I like the side that you got for sure. And Frazil said haven't touched Rice and Jacobs. I feel it, bro. I feel it. You know what? We're gonna get a rookie in the mix. Let's get Omar Cooper in the 14th round as one of my bench wide receivers. I see people already take. I mean, people have been taking IDP for a couple rounds, but now I see where it's getting spread out. It was mostly like King D who's killing it on the wide receivers, dude. Like that's like what an insane. Like that's like an A+ IDP lineup right there. Brooks, Hutchinson, Schwessinger, Roquan Smith, and Cedric Gray, dude. Such a straight savage. And Andrew said Chase Brown will be a dog this year. I hope so, man. I mean, I was on Chase Brown before he even hit. Like there's people, because like there's like for people on TikTok who don't really know me yet, like I do fantasy consulting and like people will pay me to like help them draft. And so like there was, then, we always have like a pre-draft, like little consultation where I'm letting them know about like some sleepers and stuff that I'd want to be looking at in like the late rounds. I told everybody about Chase Brown that year, but there were some people who they literally just could not they could not hold him long enough. They could not hold him long enough. And then he ended up doing what he was supposed to do. But some people didn't hold them, and then people got pissed at me because they couldn't hold them long enough. All right, you know what? We're going to go back-to-back rooks. I'm getting Cooper in Boston there. And snapshots, pairing Caleb and Loveland felt like could be league when they move. I mean, dude, it could be, man. It could be. And Rogan said, how many leagues do you have to do fantasy drafts in May? Well, so this is a best ball draft inside of a best ball tournament. And so we do these drafts in addition to all the other leagues that we do. I'm in Like of these drafts, I'm in like over 50 of them so far. There's no management though. I have 32 dynasty leagues, and then I'll probably be in like 10 to 15 redraft leagues. So yeah, but I'm a savage, bro. Like if you hang around here, you're gonna get turned into a savage as well. And that boy JD, who's more of a sleeper, Igbuka or Lave or Manuel Wilson or Jordan Mason? I mean, Igbuka, Igbuka and Olave aren't really sleepers, but I mean, I like the value of Igbuka more than Olave. And Loading said Nico at the 4.3 is insane. What the fuck? Yeah, it's a 2 QB league. Prezo, it was Bijan. Bijan was the first pick. Andrew, who picked Tate, and at what pick? Tate was picked at the 8-5, and it's King D's team. Crispy in the house. What up, motherfucker? Oh, shit, on the clock in 39. All right, thanks. Making those picks for Stu. Damn it, bro. He's not doing good at all, he said. That fucking sucks, man. Thanks, Crispy. And I made a pick a little bit earlier. Let's see. Dude, they left Antonio Williams there at the 212. All right, locking him in. And Crispy, can you tell me when I get back on over there? Prezo said, who was your first pick? I picked Chase. Yeah, I got Jamar Chase at the number 4. And then I got Ken Walker and then Chase Brown. So those are my top 3. And Skip, I'm with you, bro. I'm not going to say his name out loud because I'm going to try to get him in a couple rounds here. All right. Who's going to be a savage and come through with another super chat on YouTube? Because I want to do another fat dab. And I know you guys want to see this. Me take this orange to the head. Hey, number 1. What up, bro? What's going down? Hey, number 1, come to the other live stream on YouTube. If you go to my channel, you'll see the other live stream. You could see more of the screen, more of the draft board, and that's where mostly everybody is. But YouTube always promotes the what's it called, the vertical versions more. Prezo, there's 12 teams in this league. 12 teams. Yeah, that is the whole board, what it's showing right now on TikTok. I'm going to be scrolling down here in a couple rounds so you guys can see more of it. And keep hitting that like button on TikTok, everybody. Feel free, share the live stream. Would much appreciate that. Share the live stream. Dang it, look at that. Cousins in the 16th round. What a steal by Lalo Lyle. What a steal. All right. Adding a couple people to the queue. But yeah, the guys who I was looking for already taken. All right, fuck it. Let's take TJ Watt in the 16th round. He's usually not lasting that long. And Prezo, who's your quarterback? I got Hurts, Mahomes, and then on my bench, I got Geno and Tua. Feeling good about it. And Dan, 49ers on the clock in 135. And Tyler, thoughts on my 5 keepers? K9, Genty, Josh Allen, JSN, and Jamar Chase. Man, I bet there's not too many people in your league who have a better 5 keepers than you. And yeah, Frizzell, QBs did go a little later in this one. Yeah, because me getting Hurts in the 4th and Mahomes in the 5th. I mean, usually those guys are just going higher than that. So I even felt good like getting those guys a little bit high. Like I'm usually like a lot of times I've been like waiting a little bit more on the quarterbacks, but I felt like they just fell into my lap nicely. Oh shit, son. All right. Finally made it on the clock in the 420 crew league. There we go. You know what? We're going to put this pick on the block. All right. We're going to make these guys wait for a second. Foyle Akun was a good pick. Frizzell felt like everyone had a gentleman's agreement to not go on an early QB run now. Yeah, right. Just happens like that. That's what's cool. Everyone, like, people, the more that people do, the more these drafts that people do, the more different strategies they try to deploy. And Tyler said, would you keep Josh Allen or Ladd? All QBs will be available other than May and Lamar. Shit, man. I mean, like, what pick do you have? If you have a high pick, I probably would just take Ladd and like try to see if you could get Allen or another top quarterback with your first pick. Cause like I'm assuming it's a single QB league, right? If you said all quarterbacks are going to be available other than May and Lamar, single QB league, like it would be really, really nice to have Lamar. I mean, really, really nice to have Allen, but it'd also be like way better to just be like extra loaded on skill positions as well. And in my opinion, said worst league of all time. Where's Parker Washington? Man, if it's the worst league of all time, why do you think I want to do work for you and tell you where Parker Washington is? Don't come in and be a troll, bro. You could just say, where's Parker Washington? And then when I tell you where he is, then you could say it's the worst league in the world. Be smart, man. Be smart. And Brandon said Coleman's a steal. Which Coleman? Which one? Tyler, I picked 202 8-man work league, 1 QB league. Dude, if it's an 8-man league, dude, I'm not even picking. Well, actually, 8-man league, I want to keep Josh Allen because you want to have the best quarterback. Like in an 8-man league, like depth does not matter. You got to be top heavy, like, or nothing else matters. Just the top heaviness. Nothing else matters. Prizo said, take Mike Evans. Bro, Mike Evans went so long ago. We're in round 17 right now. And Gabe said Jeremiah Love round 2 never played as wild. Yeah. I mean, that's who I said. Like my ultimate, like not must not draft in redraft league is like Jeremiah Love because you got to get him so early. And it's like yeah. I mean, he's never played before, but it's not even. I mean, just everything. Like he has to like do so much to pay that off. Like I don't. In Dynasty, it's different, you know, then it's just like a rookie draft and you got to have 101 or like, even if it's a Dynasty startup, like I feel like Love's still going 101 because not 101, but in the first round or like maybe high second round because of, you know, just his youth and his value. But yeah, then this is a redraft league also. It's a redraft best ball, super flex IDP league. And like, yeah, even I was kind of debating him like where I took Walker and I was like, nah, I can't. Like Walker's been, even when he's been bad, like it's been because of the team or because of injury, like he's been like solid. Like, so yeah, it wasn't even a question. And Crispy said 8-man league is like 6-man football. Yeah, it's also like super hard to like, to win in ones like that. All right. In my opinion, how do you feel about where Parker Washington got drafted here? Let's see. Where did he get drafted? Oh, shit. In the 5th round? What the hell? That's probably the highest that I've ever seen him be drafted. So, I mean, I don't want to draft him like that high. But dude, I mean, there's people who are like, dude, that's crazy value. I mean, that's like him being drafted like top 15, I think, at the position. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's too high in my opinion. Too high in my opinion. Yeah, that's very early. And yeah, Thick Brick. I forget I don't remember who that is, but he's like someone who came in off the TikTok streams and started joining these drafts as well. And you know, he's done a few of these now, and shout out to Gilbert Grape. Gilbert. And everyone deploys different strategies. Like it's only $10 and you get to try different things. There's a $10,000 first place prize. Could even end up being more than that, depending on how many divisions we get over 300. Whew. Feeling pretty good about my 2 IDP guys that I got to start right after getting my rookie wide receivers. Yeah, more and more IDP just coming off the board here. Anybody on TikTok playing an IDP league where you play with defensive players, not just like team defense? Always trying to meet new people who are in the IDP scene because it's a very, very small niche community in the grand scheme of fantasy football. Four picks in front of me. And look at Josh. Josh, bro, what's up with you, man? He said, dog, it's May. I know, bro. I know. But like, are you brand new to where like you never, like you only draft like one style of league in like August or September? What this is called, because I know you don't know, it's a best ball league. It's a best ball tournament. You draft and there's no management. For this tournament specifically, it's like a $10 lottery ticket with a chance to win $10,000. So that's why we're drafting in May. And it's also like more fun. Like, like what are you doing in May? I mean, I know that like, you know, everyone has their hobbies, but like fantasy football is my business and hobby, and I'm addicted. And a lot of people who hang around me are addicted as well. Because it's fun. There's so many worse things that we could be doing with this $10. And TJ said, what are you looking for the 202 in the 14 figures? Since you were live, I'd message you here. Yeah, it sounds good. You know, I guess I'm more fishing than anything, curious, because there's some really good players still available. So I'm curious, like, who, like, what someone would put up picks wise or straight up like player 1-for-1, like wise. And I don't really want like a bunch of picks this year. Let's see. Come on, Thick Brick. Ooh, we got downs. All right. Yeah, there we go. And Dan said, you got my ass addicted. It's because it's fucking fun, right? It's because it's fucking fun, right? And he said, yeah, my first IDP league with that many, I have 3 IDP man dynasty league, though. Nice. And yo, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, OD like, what up? And I said, are you doing DraftKings or Underdog Millionaire after this? Nah, so I'm in Vegas. So I actually can't even play on any of them right now until they change, you know, the rules. So I just create my own. I created my own. I've been doing this since 2021. Frank, what up, bro? He said, oh man, looks like football season. You already know. And he said, after the season, I usually take a break. I still watch though. You man. And yeah, I know there's a whole bunch of people who take a break, but this is also just $10. Like that's like another thing. Literally $10. Like think of how much shit you waste $10 on. And this is actually $10 that you could turn into 10,000 Is it like really hard to do that? Fuck yeah, it is. But is it possible? Yeah. There's going to be 5 teams that win over $1,000 in this tournament. One is going to be, you know, a 5-digit, you know, winner, a 10,000 winner. But yeah, man, got to get into it because it's only $10. Bro, you can't even buy a Big Mac meal for fucking $10. This is something that just keeps paying you back. It could. And Abe, you got a dynasty league? Yes. So I'm in a bunch of dynasty leagues, and I host a bunch of dynasty leagues as well. The dynasty league that I'm filling right now is a $55 dynasty league buy-in, and it is a super flex offense only league. Super flex offense only. And Reality Sports says, how does it work with defense? All right, give me 1 second. Let me make my pick here, and I'm actually going to get another defender. So I love playing with defense with individual defensive players, IDP, because it's like you're playing with an entire team versus like just one half of the ball. So I feel like there's no bullshit championships when you play with defensive players, because I've seen it happen to where like sometimes your offensive players slack, but your defense, you know, was so good that it kind of like picked up the scraps or whatever and helped teams win. But I feel like there's no bullshit victories, so that's why I like it as well. No bullshit championships, you know, like as well. And like linebackers, kind of like running backs. Defensive backs, kind of like wide receivers, and defensive linemen, kind of like tight ends. And the reason why, the linebackers usually scoring the most, at least the inside linebackers, and the defensive backs, there's so many of them, and just like it's such a deep position, so that's why I think it's kind of like the wide receivers. And then the defensive linemen, it is so scarce. Like the ones at the top are like so much better than like just going down a couple tiers of guys. That like that's why I think the defensive linemen are kind of like tight ends. And in this draft this tournament, you only have to start 5 defensive players, and they could literally be any position. I wanted to make it very easy because this is like a way that a lot of people get their introduction into IDPs as well. So I wanted to make it like very, very like friendly as far as like being able, like, you don't have to be like a super fucking expert to draft like 5 to 10 defensive starters, you know? And so very easy to kind of get your feet wet as well. And Dykes Jr. said, I play in Dynasty defense, and it's sick. Fuck yeah. I said defensive players can rack up points too. Yeah. And I use IDP 1, 2, 3. I didn't invent that scoring, but the scoring system that I've been using since like 2008 that I've kind of been like tweaking along the way, it was almost identical to that. The only thing that was different is I had defensive touchdowns be 10 points instead of 6. That was really the only difference. Buda Baker off the board. Yeah, smoking Buddha. Dude, Laylo Lyles on an IDP tear with the DBs. Cam Curl, Nick Cross, and Buda Baker. All right, who's with me?
You want to get high? Are we going to get high? Just let me get high.
Let's go.
All right. Fire them up.
All right. If Thick Brick doesn't block me, and he did not, boom, Nickamon Worry, baby. Dude, look at that top 5, man. I feel like that top 5 is at least an A- for my defensive players. And oh shit, I guess we gotta scroll this up a little bit. People can see what's going on. Nice. Now I can hold off on defense for a little bit, get back to some offense. And Dykes Jr., it's so much fun watching the red zone now because you're looking for who gets the tackles and stuff, bro. Like, if you don't play with defensive players, you'll never understand how crazy of a feeling it is to watch your running back break off like a quick 10-yard rush and like your linebacker tackle them. And you get like, I mean, you're not doubling up the points, but that's what it feels like. You know, feels like your quarterback throwing a touchdown to like your wide receiver, like same type of thing where you feel like you're getting double points. But like if you don't play with with defensive players, like you just will never understand that feeling until you do, because it's so fucking fun. So fucking fun. Dude, lay low. Wow, I just said that, man. Buda Baker, Cam Curl, and Big Nick Cross, bro. That's what I said, man. You're on an IDP tear with the DBs right there, bro. Dave Jr. better not snipe me. I feel like Dave Jr. is like in my head ever since like he got like a couple drafts underneath his belt, because I feel like he snipes me so much. He did not there. Gonna get one of my backup QBs right now. Okay, TJ said offer sent. Let's go. Let me see. Let's see. Oh shit! Hold on. We got multiple offers here. All right, actually, I have to pull this up on the other screen because I have Sleeper zoomed out so far I can't even see shit on the computer. All right, so hold on. I got 2 offers here, TJ. So give me one quick second. Give me one quick second. This is tough, and they're both very similar offers too. Oh man, this one's tough. DJ said, "Fuck that other offer." Dude, they both came in at the exact same time. Yeah, you know what, TJ? I'm gonna take your offer, bro. I'm gonna take your offer. All right. Good doing business with you, TJ. Yeah, I feel like that trade is going to help me more than the player that I would pick right there. Because who knows? That player may even get traded for all I know. And you are on the clock. Thanks, TJ. And Cali Jam, it was DJ. I want to score more for the 202. And the other offer was Gadsden. And so I took DJ Moore over Gadsden. Wasn't really that tough of a deal, because as much as I think Gadsden has like potential, like Chargers tend to fuck shit up a lot too. And Dykes Jr., I do feel like the best cornerbacks are the worst in fantasy because the QBs won't throw their way. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember like one year when I was drafting, dude, it was like, I mean, this is a long time ago when like Richard Sherman was like super dope. But it was like someone took like Richard Sherman and like, I was going to say Patrick Surtain. Might have been Patrick Surtain. But yeah, it was like Richard Sherman and someone else. And they're like, look at that. I got the dopest fucking cornerbacks. And then I was just like, yeah, man, they're so dope. Quarterbacks are never going to throw to them. And they're like, right? They're like super excited about it. And he's like, wait, I need him to get tackles to get points. Yeah, so it's always like the sucky ass cornerbacks that are like the ones who like do the best and get like picked on. But now there's a lot of nickel cornerbacks that are like getting thrown in the mix, you know, and those guys, whether they suck or not, just lead to like hella tackles. But it's the NFL, man. Even the garbage ass like cornerback 2s, like the starting cornerbacks on teams, like they're still good. It's just like cornerback's such a fucking hard position to play. Whoop whoop, Tisla in the house. Let's go. Oh, dude, Laylo Lyle hitting the soundboard left and right. She's a killer queen. And dude, screw you, Raider Jack, because I was totally gonna try to take Jerry Jeudy right there with that pick, and he got right before I could. 2 picks right before I could. TJ said he needed some wide receiver help. Dude, my wide receivers suck in that league. I'm trying to rebuild as much as possible in that league. Like my team it's seen better days, man. It has seen better days. And let me see, in my opinion, who was the first defensive player taken? Jordan Brooks in the 9th round. And then Hutchinson was Garrett was the second, taken in the 10th. And then Hutchinson was the third, taken in the 10th. And Dexter and Delonte Taylor was on a machine on the Saints. Yeah, for sure. Weekly, was like his weekly point prediction was like 3.5. Dude, like that's what sucks. Like I know they don't care because people are gonna play anyways, but like, dude, the IDP is like so flawed as far as like the ADP, as far as like the projections, like all that shit. It like sucks. Yeah, but he was getting like 20 points average from the nickel. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. And that's why a lot of people follow me like on YouTube and like the podcast and shit like that, because I'm always talking about players that you should pick up as waiver wire guys. And yeah, most of them are just like guys who, like, prediction wise, like nothing is adding up. Nothing is adding up. Because, like, dude, I mean, there's players. I mean, I know you've seen it where there's players projected for 0 points who are averaging like 10 to 15 points a game. Like guys who would be like viable starters, but they're literally projected for 0. So, like, unless you know who you're actually looking for, you know, like you're just not even going to think about like players like that. But yeah, that's also why my podcast gets so popular during the season, because at least once a week I'm doing IDP waivers, and that's like pretty much like one of my most popular shows, is because I'm digging through the trenches where people don't even know to look yet. Ed Brazil said, "Can you do the he's a bum drop?" And who is that? Who's the bum we're talking about?
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
He was a bum then, and he's a bum now. And who's the bum? Who's the bum? Tell me. Mariota. We're getting some backup quarterbacks. I'm glad I got Penix when I did. And Frizzell said, I always like to pick him up. I mean, that's a classic, bro.
Pick him up.
Uh-oh. Let's see where Lalo Lau's going. He's been on it today. Let's see it. All right. Got our Bolski packed. Well, we'll do this. Sorry, TikTok. You know how it goes when we're doing the gardening. And oh, Michael Lloyd. Not a bad pick there. Uh-oh. Oh shit. All right. Okay, so I actually got some picks up here. All right, we got some picks and some trades. Let me see, on the clock in another league here. Oh, fuck it. We'll go Derrick Henry in the second. All right, let's see what else we got. We got a trade in the 16-420 crew. Uh-oh. Let's go see. Whew, Neighbors for Nico Collins, straight up. That one's interesting. What side would you guys want, Neighbors or Nico? Let me see. Did another dude trades happening like crazy right now. This Superflex startup that's going on right now, very, very active. And Dykes Jr. said the Nico side. And so what are your thoughts on Devonta Smith? I'm in Dynasty. Feel like his value is high now. I think that his value is probably just right on par with where it's been. I'm kind of basing his value off of like where I see him in startup drafts, kind of where like I mean, I haven't really seen too many trades with him, but I feel like if AJ, like when he gets traded, like then Devonta Smith's what's it called? Value is gonna rise a lot. Yeah, Callie Jam said Nico. Laylo said Nico. Dan said neighbors for me, no contest. Yeah, I think people are just getting more and more nervous about his injuries. There's a lot of knee injuries. I'm hoping he could come back because, man, I got him on a few dynasty leagues. And, yeah, I want him to come. Hopefully he can come back with a vengeance. Yeah, there was one league I was on a tear with a trade that I made that included neighbors, and then he got hurt, and then everything changed there. All right, you know what? Let's just be smart and get the insurance right now. There we go. Got 2 of my backup quarterbacks so far. And Perry, before I say the joke, I'm going to say, are you awake enough to have a laugh? Yeah. I just have the screen like this because I'm doing a little bit of gardening. TikTok doesn't like the gardening, so I got to adjust the screen. Am I okay with family-friendly jokes? As long as it's really family-friendly, not like racist or something like that. Yeah, as long as there's nothing, as long as it really is family-friendly, for sure. Uh-oh. Let's go, Crispy. Let's go. Woo. Dre Greenlaw. Are you from China? I said not racist. Need to hear the end. No, go ahead, man. I'm I'm always Chinese-eyed when I'm awake. I'll tell you that much.
Light it up. Let's get Chinese eyes, man.
Cause I'm trying to see your pussy. So funny. And Dante, doing any grades tonight, brother? Yeah, for sure. Let me know. Let me know who wants a grade. I'm trying to go through them quick. Yeah, when Jamie's on, sometimes we don't get through them so quick. All right. I think we're switching back to the other side here. 20 seconds. Gotta make sure I don't miss anybody. All right, let's get Teddy. All right, Callie Jim, you'll go first. Dan, you'll go second. And Perry said, how much gardening you done today? A lot. I mean, but that's what I do, man. This is like my job. Like it's like a legit job. Okay, don't think you've been graded before. All right. Well, if you know how to use the super chats, if you grease the wheels a little bit, just saying. And Perry said, look high as a cloud. I like it, bro. I like it.
Oh, it's a heavy duty joint, man.
God damn, I was in that shit, man. I never had no dope like that before in my life, man. That's the heaviest shit I ever smoked, man. I mean, I smoked a lot of shit before, man. But goddamn, man, that's heavy shit.
He said higher, actually. I like it, bro. Yeah, man. Living the California lifestyle here in Vegas. All right, we got some time. I got some guys in my queue now, and we are in round 25. Round 25. All right, Laylo Lau said grade. Okay. Yeah, and we'll figure this out. I'm trying to see how I can get everybody on my screen. Ha! I say didn't even see the sign in the back. You see it now? See it? Where is it? Right there. Yeah, yeah. High Street. And look, Michael Irvin right there. Yep, yep. That's all we do is party. And I don't party like Michael Irvin, but we know people who partied with him. And as I've never done that, what exactly is it? It's like throwing a tip on YouTube. All right, here we go. Yeah, and every time we get a $5 super chat or higher, get a fat dab coming right after that. And Perry said, wait, for the -10? What do you mean? What do you mean for the -10? I think that flew over my head. And don't forget to help me out with the like button, everybody, on TikTok. Woo! What can I get for paying me 10? So I pay you 10. That's what you were saying. Oh, dude, look at Simmons. Simmons is old.
Simmons is old.
Bobby. Probably took Bobby too early. I mean, I guess we're getting close to the 30s, but guys like Bobby, I wouldn't want to take until the 30s. He's last in there too. Said, got every soundtrack in the book. You know it.
Get your bars up.
Gotta get your bars up, man.
And you can't teach that.
Just remember, go big or go home.
You can do it! This man needs medical attention.
You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You are goddamn gifted.
You're a goddamn gifted, Gump. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Dude. You know what? We're going to get in the zone, baby.
Get in the zone.
And Dykes Jr. Buka's going to have a year. Yeah. We'll see, man. That's why they let Mike Evans go, right? That's why they let Mike Evans go. Got so much in Igbuka. I hope he pays it off. Ooh, Alex Highsmith. That's a good pick. Oh, look at Crispy. Oh, look at Crispy with the double late tight end. You're going to like my pick, Crispy. Because I didn't think you guys were going to be on the tight ends like that. Let's see it, Dave. Callie Jam said, don't do it. Let's see. You thinking of the same person that I am? I doubt it. I don't think anybody really thinks about this guy. Jesse Bates, good pick. I don't think anybody thinks about Freiermuth, do they? Ooh, Otten. That was going to be one of the other guys. Now curious to see who Callie Jam gets at the end of this round. Yes. All right. He said you did it.
Yup.
Whoop-de-doo. What does it all mean, Basil?
I don't think so, Jim.
Ha! Got him. Damn, dude. Look at Njoku. 27th round. So crazy because last year he's going to like 11th, 12th, 13th, like some shit like that. 1 year later, 27th round. All right, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Look, did I show you the dabs again? Should I show you the dabs again? Who's gonna? God damn it! Stupid fucking child-proof locks. Who's gonna help me out? Help me out with a super chat so I can do this dab. Ooh, 49ers. Good pick. Good pick, Dan. I keep forgetting about Tongs. Keep fucking forgetting about him. See, he's going to be good in the beginning of the season. Obviously, when Kittle comes back, he ain't going to be nothing. But Kittle misses a couple games. He'll be a good random flex guy. Surratt and Thule. Man, I wish Thule wasn't so damn inconsistent. He had that one great game, and then, like, I don't know, that kind of like just upped his season numbers. And Shady Hoops, what up? JSN or Jamar redraft? I think I'm going Jamar, man. It's tough because they're both right there, and they're like literally back to back for me, but I think I'm leaning Jamar. Crispy said we're talking about Brittle Kittle. Yeah, I mean, if they keep him out longer, like, you know, what if he misses to the right to the middle of the season, and then he's just there for the rest of the regular season. Look at who Laylau got. Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. And Laylow, Mac Jones could be a steal. I mean, it's really all about if Purdy stays healthy or not. But, like, I don't think there's been one season where Purdy stayed healthy for all 17 games, right? Cali Jam, he had 4 good weeks, 13 sacks. Hopefully he keeps improving. I mean, a lot of those sacks came in that 6 sacks came in that 1 week, though. So, like, just think about that. So, like, if you take out that one game, 6 sacks, I mean, then it's like those other 3 games, it was 7 total, you know, which is good, but it's really like, it's that one. Cosmic Cornbread, Stony Macaroni, you know it. Also, the angle of my laptop doesn't really help. I need to get another webcam because, like, on YouTube, it's a totally different angle. But for whatever reason, I can't use the camera on TikTok at the same time. So just really weird. Brittle Kittle, man. Like, we didn't make up that name. We did not make up the name, bro. All right. So I think I have 8 IDP guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Got 8 IDP guys, and scoot that down a little bit. Oh, Richardson off the board. What a bum. What a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Dude. Oh, man, I think I'm going to have to go drain the main vein right now. I'm going to have to pause it on TikTok. Well, actually, I guess I don't have to pause it. I could just turn the camera off and do the song that I was going to do. Yeah, after my pick. I'll take my phone in there with me. All right, let's see. Where the hell's the music? Okay. What's my pick? All right, I know what I'm gonna do just to give me a couple. But if I if I stand corrected, I think there was a couple weeks in advance that you said that he was going to pop off that he didn't. So if you always say something's going to happen and it eventually happens, I mean, you know, you can pat yourself on the back, but it's only because no one else will. All right. We got a couple more. And you know what? We might as well just let that. So, yeah, just haven't looked back since. It's just been growing and growing damn near every year. Crispy said rookie numbers. Yeah, Crispy. You're a savage, though, bro. There's not too many people on Crispy's level. Like, dude, hundreds of leagues. I don't know about hundreds, but at least over 100, right? I feel like I could just go anywhere with these picks right now. Could add some IDP depth. Probably going to add some offensive depth. And then I know one guy who I got to get, but he's probably someone I can get in like, I don't know. I might just get him now just so I don't feel like I get screwed over if I don't get him. Let's see where Crispy goes. And Andy said, no way you can give 100% to every league if you're doing that many. What does that mean? Like, I hear people say that, but like, what does that mean? Like, you don't give any league 100% of anything. You know why? Because 100% means you do nothing else except that league. So if I mean, dude, you're just a rookie when it comes to this. So like, I wouldn't expect you to understand, but like the more leagues you get in, you figure out how to manage more leagues. That shouldn't be a tough concept to grasp, but like the more that you take on, like you just do a little bit like each year, and then each year you understand more how to manage more and more leagues. But yeah, I mean, dude, like I'm just being real, man. It's only people who need an excuse who say that, oh, you can't give 100% to each league. Like, as long as you have a starting roster, what else matters? Like, there's some people who never trade. There's some people who never do waivers. Doesn't matter how many leagues they're in. And I can guarantee you that whether one person has 1, 5, 10, 20, I'm still going to be doing more than them every day in that league. You know why? Because I'm the man. That's how you win. And you don't even have to give it a lot of attention. You just give it a little bit of attention every day. That's it. Just a little bit. All right. 2 more picks for me. We're almost to the end of round 33 in this marathon. Here we go.
All right. Ain't nobody got time for that.
And he said, nah, you got to be locked in at all times. I am, bro. I'm up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. making moves for my business and my fantasy teams, bro. And that's when I'm going to bed. And then I sleep for a couple hours, and then I'm up and at it again. And I still do more before breakfast than people do all day. You know why? Because I'm hustling, bro. They don't call me the fantasy football hustler for nothing. And I am locked in. Why do you think I win so many championships? You told me you won 3 out of 4 leagues you created over the last couple years. I won 17 championships just in the last 2 years, bro. That's called locked in. Man, Quinnen Williams. Wish he could just do more. And Andy said 17 out of how many? Does it even matter? Does it even matter? Because, like, I know you're just going to nitpick it somehow, but, like, that's what losers do, bro. Like, I just told you I won 17 championships in 2 years. But I will tell you, I won at a 25% clip. So you can do the math. And that was 17 out of 2 years. And Crispy said, I have a good teacher. I can go through all of my leagues in a couple of hours a day. Yeah. And it's like, you know what you have to do after a while. Like, that's what it is. You know what you have to do after a while. And Andy said, I just want to know how many leagues you can manage. I just told you I won at a 25% clip. So times that 17 by 4. And that's how many leagues I was playing in over those 2 years. And Crispy's a savage. 22 championships in 2 years. Savage. And TJ said, appreciate the trade, bro. Allowed me to snag Coleman. Handcuff Dobbins. Nice. Said, I honestly think Sean Payton's going to go back to dual backs. He probably will, man. He probably will. But yeah, and Andy, sorry if you don't like my bluntness, but it's just the way I talk. I've had too many people try to hate, so I just shut down hate before it even comes. Because there's a lot of trolls out there on social media who they're like, they've won a couple championships, over the last couple years. They're like, oh, you won 17 championships. You must play in like 1,000 leagues. And said even 5 leagues would have me stressing. Nah, it's really not. 5 and under, cake. 5 and under, so easy to manage. Because for most leagues, if you're doing waivers, literally 5 minutes a day per league. I mean, that's not even 30 minutes for waivers a day for those 5 leagues. Maybe a trade or two. Like some leagues you might not even want to trade in, like, so you don't even have to spend any time like on that. Crispy said, that's not me. Fuck no, Crispy. We already know. And but yeah, it's really not, it's not hard. And he said, see, 5 minutes ain't enough. You'd be missing details. No, it's not, because I already have all the information, so I know what to do. I'm not spending 5 minutes per league on research. That's where I think people don't get it. Like, I live, eat, breathe fantasy research. I'm making videos for the public of who to pick up weekly, all of those type of things, and all of those I'm doing for myself, like, as well. So like, I'm doing all that research, and then I only have to do a couple minutes worth of work in each league on a day-to-day basis, just for waivers mainly. Outside of that, I got 2 days that I set my lineups. Like, maybe I'll go through and like tinker and like fuck around with it, but I really only got to set it Thursday morning and Sunday morning, So like, the rest is just tinkering with waivers or tinkering with like moving guys in and out of your starting lineup. Like, other than that, what do you have to do? I mean, trades, like, yeah, I said that. Might have to do some trades like here or there. And, you'll know what leagues you have to trade in and what leagues you don't. Like, I feel like I have a bunch of leagues, and like on a day-to-day basis, I'm not even worried about trades. Maybe like every couple weeks in like these dynasty leagues, there'll be certain times where it's like, you got to go after certain players. And TJ said, more leagues forces me not to overthink and second guess my choices. Exactly. Like, you can always go back and like tinker with things. Like, that's never an issue. But like, yeah, if you're just like sitting on one fucking, who do I start out of player A and player B? And you're like literally going back and forth for like an hour, like on it. Like, no, my time will never be spent that way. My time will never be spent that way. And Andy said, but you also got to know and predict your league mates. No, see, that's where you mess up. How does someone setting a lineup affect you setting your lineup? That's where a lot of people mess up. Just right there is, you make choices based off of your opponent. For me, it's like golf. It's me versus the course. I got to put my best foot forward and get my best starting lineup together, no matter what. And Crispy, notifications are your best friend for sure. You'll be able to see who's dropping and who's sitting all the time. And Andy said, I stare at my lineup minimum 5 hours a day. I mean, it's a waste of time, bro. That's a waste of time. 5 hours a day just looking at your lineup. Like, dude, 5 hours a day looking at your lineup. Like, dude, that's insane, man. Because you're like literally doing nothing. You're just like looking at it. You're looking at it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I mean, I remember when I only used to have like one or two like teams and like I would do that, but like it's really not necessary and it's actually like very inefficient. All right. All right. Cali Jam, then 49ers Dan, and then Lay Low Lao. Let's see. Cali oh. Jesus. Sorry if that blew out everybody's eardrums. Kind of blew out mine too, and I don't even have headphones in. Okay. You know what? That's I'll leave it like that. Okay. And you reflecting on how good I'm drafting. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to like roster bait, you know, but like once you become an adult, you'll understand, bro. You'll understand. I guess I've been doing it for so long. Like, how long have you been playing? I've been playing 20 years. And really, I mean, yeah, like last year was my 20th year. So this year going into 21. 1 versus 1, me in the draft, and I'll cook you. Yeah, that's not the way fantasy football works, bro. I mean, it sounds good to say that, but you know, it's like not realistic, not the way fantasy football is. And Chris said the auto sub edition is awesome for sure. Yeah, because all those injuries, man. Frank, my opponent lost because he changed out his D because he had the quarterback. Yeah, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Okay. Cali Jam. QBs. Baker, Stafford. Solid. That's like a solid B. It's like a solid B on the quarterbacks. Running backs, Jacobs, Henderson, Pollard, Gainwell. And I know you said you tried to pick Travis Etienne and picked Henderson. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna say B- for that crew there. And he said last year I had to go Hero RB. At the last pick, team was amazing. Guess who the Hero RB was? I don't know, man. Like, just go ahead and tell me. I'm gonna worry about grading the people who are in the draft, but just feel free to tell me versus asking me. Love to hear the stories. Wide receiver. I mean, awesome with Amon-Ra, Jefferson. I mean, Jameson's blah, but you know, in this best ball, we like him. And then Pitts. Yep. And I think I'm gonna call that an A-. Yeah. It's almost an A. I'm gonna call it an A- though, because of the lower half. And IDP. There we go. And he said it was Henry, and Etienne was my second RB 10th round steal. Dude, Etienne in the 10th round, like that just like all leagues aren't created equal, bro. I'll just tell you that. All leagues aren't created equal. And I understand why you created those leagues, because you're able to get a guy like Etienne in the 10th round, but it's not really realistic for like people who play in even like semi like competitive leagues. But yeah, I mean, I was all on Derrick Henry last year. I don't know why anybody wouldn't be. And especially if you hang around me, you were definitely drafting like Derrick Henry higher and higher. And Frank said last year I got JSN in the 5th round. I don't see that happening again. No. Not even close. And yeah, I mean, for the most part, I feel like he was like 3rd and 4th round, but like, dude, to get him in the 5th round, like what a steal. Did you end up winning that league because of it? I feel like a lot of people had JSN like won their leagues. And IDP for Cali Jam, Sherwood, Bolton, solid start. Ernest Jones, Eric Wilson, Caden Ellis, and Andy. I'm curious. Do you even know who these defensive players are that I'm mentioning? And yeah, so Sherwood, Bolton, Ernest Jones, Eric Wilson, Caden Ellis. I mean, Caden Ellis is the only one who's in a lower tier. Trying to think. I mean, it's either an A- or a B+. And I almost kind of feel like I want to give it a B+ because you got two guys who are like top tier, and then there's like maybe 2 tiers down. Then you got Ernest Jones and Eric Wilson, Elias, and yeah. Nah, I'm gonna give it an A- because Sherwood and Nick Bolton are so high. We're gonna do that. And then he said, "No, I don't know defensive players. Yeah, you gotta get on it, bro. Gotta get on it. You can't say you're great, but you're only like playing like chess with half the board." All right, so it was a B for the quarterbacks, a B- for the running back. So that's down 1. And then you got an A- on the wide receivers. So it's up 2. So now you're up 1. And then you got an A- on the IDP. So that's up 2 again. And so it's up 3 total. So that's 88. 88. In County Jam said, I mean, last year JSN went in some leagues in the 7th round. I mean, I don't remember really seeing him go that late, but yeah, I mostly saw him go in the 3rd and 4th round. I mean, a lot of people won their leagues, getting advice from me, and like even in like a lot of home leagues, I was having people draft him in the 4th round. So 88 for Cali Jam. Let's go. Good shit, Cali Jam. All right, where's Dan? Right next to Cali Jam. All right. Dan, you still in the house, bro? I'm going to smoke one while you wait and see if you're still in here. Andy said Chig's my favorite late tight end. Yeah. Could be really solid for him this year. Good spot to be in. And Frank, have you ever been to Mike's Red Tacos in San Diego? I saw you came back for the wrestling. No, where is that? I did come back. I did come back. Yeah, in November. When or where? I don't even know about Mike's Red Tacos. And Andy said you heard it from me first. Not really, man, because we've been drafting and doing stuff for a long time. But yeah, I did not hear it from you first. But you can let yourself think that. Dan, where are you at? Where's 49ers Dan at? All right, there you go. It's still here, brother. All right. So, starting off with the QBs. And, dude, May and Purdy. And like I said, May a lot of times is going in the 1st round. And we only had 1 quarterback drafted in the 1st round. You were able to get May in the 2nd, which is solid. So, May and Purdy, I'd say that's probably leaning a B+. And Brandon said, where's Rice going? I actually drafted Rice in this one in the 6th round. What the hell pick was he? 6'9". He was at the 6'9".
69, dude.
But I mean, he's still been drafted earlier. I don't know how much later. I feel like the latest I've seen him go is the 6th round. I don't even know if I've seen him go in the 7th. So people aren't like super panicking. And Crispy said, here's an example of notifications. Did you mean to start the rookie draft in the 89 Superflex in an hour? No, probably not. It was probably supposed to start this morning. So I'm just going to change it to tomorrow morning. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, what the fuck? All right. There we go. All right. And Brandon says at 18 where the screen cut off. It's cut off. I zoomed in. I could zoom out. I could zoom out if you want me to, but yeah, I'm doing draft grades right now, so I zoomed in on the team. One of the teams that we're showcasing. It's a 12-teamer. And Zoda said, dude, it's May. It's not a regular redraft league, bro. I mean, I know you're like a rookie when it comes to fantasy, but no, man, it's a best ball draft. Gotta do some research. And if you want to ask instead of making yourself out to be an amateur, just let me know. And Frank said, bro, next time you come back, you gotta check it out. One in Claremont and then one on Rosecrans. Okay. Cool. So Mike's Red Tacos. Let me see. All right. Okay. Running backs. So actually, did I even get a grade for the quarterbacks? Dan, B+ for the quarterbacks. And Brandon, Loki surprised Rice is going in the 6. Might be a steal this year. Yeah, and I mean, I don't think it's gonna last because before the violation, he was going in like the 2nd and the 3rd round sometimes the 4th, but like 4-1, like something like that, but mostly in like the late 2nd or the 3rd round. And then the shit happened, and then he started dropping. And I mean, if I can get him in the 6, like I'm gonna try to do it, because that is like a steal if he ends up being normal and not missing any time. All right, Scatabo, Judkins, Dowdle, and that's it. Man, it's tough because it's like I feel like I want to call that a B or a B-. I think this time of the year I got to grade down a little bit just to make sure that like we're staying on our P's and Q's. So we'll call that a B-. Wide receivers and tight ends: CD, Ladd, Tyler Warren, Brian Thomas, and Ricky Pearsall. That's solid, man. And Brandon, I don't even know if he's going to potentially miss games. I kind of don't think he is. I mean, obviously we don't know, but even if he misses 2 games, is that going to be the worst thing in the world? Because it's not like he caught a new case. That's really close. I feel like I'm gonna give it a B+. Yeah. CD Lamb bringing the average up, Ladd and Warren kind of like keeping the average high, and then Brian Thomas, Ricky Pearsall, they're not horrible. So B+ for the wide receivers. And Frank said, how you feel about Scatabo? I feel like he's a China doll. He plays too crazy. Yeah, like I mean, the way that he plays, it doesn't scream like durability, but I feel like in a league like this that we're drafting for right now, where it's best ball and you don't have to decide when to start him and sit him. It's a good place to get him. I think Dan drafted him way too early there, but shit, I mean, the way that like, because the couple leagues that I got him in like the late 4th or like the early 5th, and I felt like that was good. But like, I don't know. I guess you probably wouldn't have been able to get him at the late 5th or 6th. So I guess it is what it is. But it seems early being at the 311. And user said, "Can you zoom out?" Yeah, give me a second. Let me finish Dan's team real quick, and then I'll zoom out. I'm just gonna do his IDP next, and then we'll give him a final grade, and I'll zoom out while we're doing the final grade. And user said, where did Love go? At the end of the 2nd, it was like 210 or 211, something like that. Brandon said, where's CMC going? I mean, in these drafts, he's going in the 1st round. He went at the 3rd overall pick in this one. I've seen him go anywhere from the 3rd overall to like the 9th or 10th overall, and kind of anywhere in between. All right. Dan's IDP: Jack Campbell, Savage, Tremaine Edmonds, Devin White. Man, you drafted him way too early. Bailey could be good, but I feel like that's way too early. And then Diablo. Okay, so where you're slacking is your IDP here. Jack Campbell, great pick. I mean, he's number 2, like off the board, like for me. So like getting him where you did, I mean, that's like a chef's kiss. And Edmonds, that's a good pick, but White and Bailey, I feel like you should have went in a different direction. Kind of look at the board around. I mean, you can always look at who I draft and know that, like, in this kind of scoring system, like, I'm drafting guys that are going to be heavy hitters in my top 5 more often than not. Diablo, yeah, I mean, he shouldn't even be a starter for you. So, I mean, Hufenga's nice, like right there, like Hufenga, even if I put Hufenga in there over Devin White, that might make it a little bit better. And Frank said, does it make a does it matter what channel I'm on? I'm on the Vegas channel. Well, I mean, I appreciate the love anywhere that you watch. I mean, it really helps. But the one where most people are at is the Fantasy Football Hustler channel, and it's the one where it's not for the cell phone. So I'll throw that link in there just in case. But there's more people that are going to be in that chat always, because that's like the main one. But I appreciate the love wherever, and the comments come through the same, because I don't even know where you're actually where you're drafting. And 510 Ant said, how do you do that draft? Which draft are you talking about? The best ball portion of it, like it says in the title? This isn't the full draft. And I'm going to zoom out here in a second. Thanks for following user 126. So for your IDP, Dan, I mean, Jack Campbell's bringing up the average a little bit. So is Tremaine Edmonds. Hufanga's really solid in there. Like, I mean, you didn't have to draft him earlier, but you like, I'm gonna put him in there over Devin White, because Devin White, you should have drafted him a lot later. You shouldn't even be in your starting. You shouldn't have been drafted within the starting 5. And Ghost Monkey, what up, bro? What's going down, playa? I'm gonna give it a B-. It was either a B or a B-. We're gonna grade that down a little bit. And yeah, the middle linebackers is something you want to target, and White and Bailey, like those type of guys, you should be targeting them way later. Okay, let me zoom out here, and I'll unmark Dan's team. So let's see how this all played out. So everything Dan stems from 85. That's kind of like the middle. And so you had it started off with the quarterbacks that were a B+. So that's up 1. And then you had running backs, which was a B-. That's down 1. So you're back to even. And then wide receivers was up 1. So you're at up 1. And then the IDP was B-. So you're at down 1. So you're actually even. So this would be an 85 overall. 85 overall. There we go. All right, there we go. Frankie said, I'm number 1 on Vegas. I think I'll stay here. You the man, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, help me get the watch time up there. That's all. That's appreciated, because that channel's so close to getting monetized. So close to getting monetized. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay. Everybody good on user 126? You good on the draft? Can I zoom back in on the player that we're on, the manager's team that we're doing next? I don't think I ever did this bull smoking here. Did the bull smoking?
Bong hit.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
All right, cool. User said thanks. Appreciate ya. Thanks for following. This has been a pretty dope live stream. We've had 10 new followers. Appreciate you guys, because I haven't really streamed that much on TikTok until recently. I finally got a new computer, and it's able to handle, because I'm streaming on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Facebook. Got a lot of things going on. And yeah, if you guys like fantasy content, make sure you follow. The screen's cut off on my head right now because I'm doing a little bit of gardening. TikTok doesn't like it, and I like to not get the stream restricted as well. And Frank said, you and Noble doing the food review is sick. He said he's honest. Yeah, for sure. Because it's hilarious. I told him, just be honest, man. If you don't like it, something, you don't like something. Said it is what it is. They ain't paying us to do it. You know, we're just we're trying things out, and it's just fun. And, you know, for tax purposes, like me being a content creator, like, man, I love doing food reviews because I get to write off. I get to write that part of it off. Yeah, he was stoked about Survivor Series. I wasn't. Really haven't been the same on WWE since then. Like, I didn't even watch WrestleMania this year. I wasn't worried about it. Could have went super cheap to WrestleMania too, like $150 a ticket for day one, like $200 day two or something. Didn't even want to go. Seemed like more hassle than what it was worth, and then the show didn't even seem like I missed anything anyways. Okay. Lay low, Lau. You in the house still, lay low? You're still in the house, lay low, Lau. Whew. I'll wait for Lau to leave a comment here. He knows he's good. You still here, lay low? Hit that like button on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. See if we can get to like 10K before we get off the stream. Can you guys help me? And who's gonna do a super chat? We can also do you can also send through Zelle. That's also an option as well. But if you're in the chat, just let me know you're sending through Zelle. And you can also go to 420superchat.com. That's 420superchat.com. And lay low. Where you at, bro? You better lay low. All right, there we go. He's in the house. All right. All right. So the QBs, Caleb and Goff. I mean, that's really solid. I guess I'm not as high as on Caleb as everybody else is. So I kind of feel like this is a B total here. We'll call that a B. The running backs, Cook and Hampton, going back-to-back RBs. And then Hubbard. I think I'm going to call that an A-. Wide receiver, tight ends, Loveland, DJ, I want to score more. Fanning, Sutton, Pierce. And that's it. That would be he'd be the last starter. So, I mean, man, that's really solid. I mean, what kind of sucks, like, I kind of do a little bit of the grade of like who's your starting wide receivers, and like, man, DJ Moore and Sutton. I mean, that's kind of sus for the two starting. Like, you know, I'd like if one of those guys was a number 2, that'd be one thing, but being the 1 and 2 is a little sus. I'm gonna call it a B+ because of that. Like, if you had better wide receivers, I mean, the tight ends, I mean, definitely bringing the score up with the tight end premium for sure. But yeah, the wide receivers bringing that down. IDP, which I know you were killing it. Zach Bond and Dodson. Come on, bro.
Well, obviously.
Cam Curl, Nick Cross, and Buda Baker. That's fire, man. I'm gonna call that an A-. Yeah, I'm gonna call that an A-. All right. So how did this all shape out? We got a B, B+, no, A-, then B+, and A-. So let me see. So up 1, up 2, up 1, up 2, dude, up 6, up 6, dude. So that's a 91. Whoo. Your wide receivers could lose it all for you if you don't have good wide receiver depth. I mean, I'm only basing it off of the starters, and your wide receivers, like, were the worst at everything, but your tight ends, like, made up for it. And Garland Garlic, I've always wondered what a best ball draft is. So a best ball draft is a draft where you draft and your best players start every single week, and the app like puts the players in for you based on who scores the highest. So in kind of like the tradition, because a lot could be changed, like, you know, the traditional way though is you draft, there's no ads, there's no drops, there's no trades, and the season kind of plays itself out with your best players being put in the lineup for everybody. And most people do that in addition to the normal leagues that they do, because there's no management. So that's why we're drafting like hella early, because all these leagues have no management, and we're doing this like in addition to all the leagues that we're going to be drafting in later, or maybe or in addition to like all the dynasty drafts that we've been doing as well. So this tournament, it's part of a tournament. Each draft that we do is part of a tournament. And $10 is the buy-in, and the first place prize for the tournament is $10,000. There's going to be 100 teams that are in the money come week 17, and the top 5 teams in week 17 are going to be winning over $1,000. So it's super dope. And anybody who wants to join, message me on Sleeper. It's at FF Hustler 420 on Sleeper, at FF Hustler 420. If you see me here, I'm the number 4 team here. That's my handle right there, at FF Hustler 420. Anybody could get in. Doesn't matter what part of the country or the world you're in. There's ways for you to pay. There's ways for you to get paid out. Yeah, you guys want to get in. And Frank said, looking at all the drafts, I'm still going wide receiver first round. I won last year, and the main RB was Brown and Hall. Yeah, for sure. And Frank said, best ball, they put your best team in for you. Hell yeah. And Corte said Hampton over A-Chain's insane. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but you know, I've been seeing it happen, and being like back-to-back picks, like, yeah, that is what it is. Like, there's a lot of us have done a lot of these drafts, and because we've done a lot of these drafts, you try to get different people, you try to build different builds and all of that. So some people have different strategies that they're deploying on different drafts. Yeah, guys, I'm working on the next update. Pretty much now I've been doing it every 20 divisions instead of every 10. But I have the last 10 divisions that I got to organize. And who's with me? We're going to smoke a bowl.
Hold up. Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. I like this draft. I built pretty evenly. I got 3 quarterbacks and I got all their backups. No, I got 4 quarterbacks and I got 3 of the quarterbacks backups. Even better. Dude, I got Walker and Chase Brown. I got Dobbins in the top 10. It's not too shabby. I got a lot of wide receivers in the top 10, 5 of them. I like it, man. I like it. If Rice ends up being dope, it could be nice for him and Mahomes. I got the Mahomes Rice stack, and I got the Hurts Devonta Smith stack. Yeah, feeling good about that. My 4 through 7 picks. Building the double stack right there, because all you guys are going to be getting the double stuff. Feel like this team's a playoff team right here. I just need my defense to step it up and stay true. But yeah, I like this team. Who's with me? Who's smoking it up?
All right. Fire them up.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this week of trying to start an afternoon draft. The last couple weeks haven't worked. Might have to wait a couple weeks before we start filling the midday drafts again. But yeah, dude, we've been drafting an average of more than 1 per day, and we still got slow drafts that are filling as well. So awesome, man. And Crispy said, just drafted, now setting waivers for the rookie draft I just completed, put in the time. He said, just make only a dime. You damn right. You damn right. Dude, TikTok's growing, man. Every stream. 10 new peeps joined on TikTok today and followed. Anybody who hasn't followed, do that now. Do that now before the stream ends. I try to stream every day, but the wife works and we're drafting every day, but I don't get to stream it every single day. But I try. During the season, we'll be doing more stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys come through. Follow. If you're not following me everywhere, go to @FFHustler420. No, go to fantasyfootballhustler.com. That's where you got to go. And then you'll find my Patreon there. That's the spot to be. You could join for free, but you want to be a paid member there. Trust me. YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Go follow. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.